Hey there, thanks for checking out this edition of What's Happening at Effenberger Vineyards, where we make effing good wine. Well, we're here at the end of March. I'm doing the March recap today, and we're expecting a little weather overnight. We might get just a little bit of rain. We had some rain earlier in the month, which has been great. We had some hail, too. Look at this. Anyway, so we've been doing some pruning, we've been doing some weed whacking, and generally just taking care of the vineyard because things are popping.
This time of year when these shoots get to be about 3 to 4 inches tall is a perfect time to come through here and thin them and just keep the shoots that you want for this season's crop. You don't want to overcrop the plant, but you also take a look and see how the plant's growing and how you want it to grow in the future. Right here I've got a spur on this Sangiovese plant that's getting really long. It's like 8-9 inches tall. And ideally, you don't want to do that because then your fruit gets way up high and it gets out of the bird netting and stuff, and that's no good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to reduce the size of this thing by focusing on this little shoot right here that popped up on the base of this spur. So I'm going to keep this guy here. I'm going to keep this guy up here. I'm going to get rid of these other shoots and then let these grow, and that'll produce our fruit for this crop season. But next year, I'm going to just use this spur position right here and take this wood and get my 2 shoots off of that and actually cut this thing off. So we go from having a 8-inch spur to basically back down to a 1-inch spur, which is going to be much better for the plant for the next, 5-10 seasons. Well, in comparison to that Sangiovese, take a look at this old Cabernet Sauvignon vine. Up until about a week ago, this vine was dormant. But now you can see we're starting to get some shoots pushing out here. You see the buds right there? And in a couple weeks, I'll be able to get these long enough that I'll be able to choose the shoots that I want to continue to grow and produce fruit for this year's Cabernet Sauvignon.
Well, the vineyard cover crop is thick and healthy. Cover crops help encourage the growth of microorganisms in the soil and help feed our vines. Large wineries till or mow these crops or don't grow any cover crops at all to save money. But cover cropping and no-till agriculture are methods of farming we use to create a more sustainable, natural vineyard.
So during the growing season, I need to get this stuff cut down. This is a combination of ryegrass, vetch, and clover. And by cutting it, I'm also creating mulch that helps feed the vines. So I need to do this every 3 weeks or a month to keep it under control. By the time we get into summer and it gets so damn hot and the middle of the rows aren't irrigated, this stuff will die out on its own and I won't have to be out here, trimming with my safety goggles. Always wear your safety goggles. And now it's time for what you've been waiting for, today's wildlife segment.
So, about 2 weeks ago, while doing a private winery tour and tasting, a huge vulture swooped in like a giant pterodactyl with some fresh rodent in its claws. He landed on a shade structure and proceeded to have lunch while we looked on. Gross? Oh yeah. But always nice to see our local raptors devouring potential vineyard pests.
So you might be asking yourself what goes best with dead gopher. Might I suggest this 2022 Effenberger Vineyards Cabernet Franc? I love Cabernet Franc. It's really good. Lush blueberry, dark plum notes, great food wine. You can lay it down and this thing's going to improve with time. Or, if you're not patient, you can just drink it because it's very drinkable now. Just got a silver medal at the Toast of the Coast wine competition. It's got pedigree. And that wine, as well as all of our wines, is available at effenbergervineyards.com in our web store. You can use your credit card to buy. We ship everywhere. You can stop by and pick up your wine, have a tasting, and I might even be able to arrange a raptor eating a gopher for your dining pleasure. God. Hey, vey. By the way, we did get a little bit of rain last night, about 0.2 of an inch, not very much. Unfortunately, March is supposed to be our wettest month of the year, and it just isn't happening this year. Hopefully, April will bring showers and maybe get us back a little bit towards normal. Anyway, that does it for March. Thanks for checking out this edition of What's Happening at Effenberger Vineyards, where we make effing good wine. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.